Hey guys, it's Erika. We are going to, what am I doing? That's a different intro. Welcome to part 3 of my first listen to RM's Indigo, his first solo album. The other stuff have been mixtapes. If y'all didn't know that, now you know. So I'm excited to be, a little sad that this is going to be this last part, and then we checking out the last 3 songs we have not listened to. This part is going to include Lonely, Hectic, and number 2, not Wildflower, since I already reacted to the music video and the song. Makes no reason to do it again. She was beautiful, okay? Part 1 included Yoon, Still Life, and All Day. Part 3 included Forgetful, Closer, or part 2, did I say that right? Anyways, part 2 included Forgetful, Closer, and Change. So far, my favorite song on the album is Closer. Just, she just hit different. And Change, bestie, we was not prepared. But anyways, we're gonna be checking out Lonely. It's explicit. That's my favorite type of song. Because we love it when they curse. I mean, I have since day one. Since day one. It's a treat every single time. So yeah, let's check out RM's Lonely, because you know what? We are all lonely.
I'm fucking lonely.
You tell him. With the snaps? I'll call you, homie. Let's go get some chimek. It's so sad. Why such a nice beat?
Tried a million times to let you go. So many memories are on the floor, and now I hate the cities I don't belong. Just
excuse me.
come back home. I'm fucking lonely. Now I'm just lonely.
These are my favorite songs. The ones about being sad or lonely, mental issues, whatever, but it got a fun beat. I hate everything as well. We have a lot in common.
Guess I wasted time fucking texting, I hasten. On YouTube and Netflix. 그저 또 phone 데이터와 daytime. 매일 아침과 rendezvous. 빨갛게 돌아가는 날 몰라. Shot a million stars to let you know. So many trivial thoughts on the
Why did he make it bangers? Like Lonely might be my favorite too. Goddamn, RM, stop this. Kim Jong Joon, stop this greatness.
I'm fucking lonely. Now I'm just lonely. So fucking lonely. Somebody call me. I'm fucking lonely. Now I'm just lonely. So fucking lonely. Somebody love me.
You know, people make jokes that he got like a wife and kids and stuff, but man, I just need somebody to love him, honestly. And I want to tribute. I'll do it. I mean, it's not only taking one for the team, but if you need somebody, I need somebody too. But yeah, I like that song. I thought it was great, you know, kind of feeling like alone and lonely. And then he's talking about like significant other and stuff, clearly. Duh. But I thought it was great too, because there's sometimes you just feel alone. You just feel so lonely in this hotel room, and that's me when I gotta go to work, and then I'm just like, bruh. So, but then I'm like, I don't want to go out with nobody. I don't want leave me alone. But I really liked it. And again, my favorite types of songs are like this, where it's kind of sad and you're feeling lonely, but that beat kind of fun and funky, and you're just like, it's a good time. You know what I mean? And I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. This is also one of my favorites off the album. Like, I mean, they're all my favorites. Like, they're all really, really good. But like, I love this one. I love it. I thought it was great. I thought it was just fun. It was fun. I was having fun with it. And it's a good song too. He got bars for, the man got bars. I will say though that for this album, it's not as complex as some BTS lyrics can get. Because Bessie, that they be having you thinking 8 years later, and you're like, I didn't pick up on that shit back then. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that, and sometimes you are just fucking lonely. Okay, and I love it. We could be lonely together now too. Like, we don't have to live life this way, okay? But yes, I really like that. That was very fun. I thought it was gonna be sad. What's up with like? I kind of thought when you have like an album called Indigo, and like I kind of thought maybe the album would be sad because like, again, I don't know if it's because of mono or thought it'd be like slower songs, like very deep, very meaningful. I might cry a little bit. Not today. Now we're gonna be getting hectic with Colde. Now Colde, a lot of his songs are a lot slower, a lot of R&B. Depends though. But when he's doing a cover Next Level, oh my god, that is like hands down one of the best K-pop covers ever. I don't know what we're getting. Hectic. We could be getting something sad. We could be getting something turned up and litty. I don't know what we're getting at this point. Honestly, I don't. Excuse my cough. But I'm excited to find out. Let's get into this. Are we getting upbeat and litty? Are we getting upbeat and litty? No. But we still gonna groove it out. If I can just find a reason to keep this endless chase. Yes, I was a actor. Oh. I feel like you could do a music video for this at like a disco. The ball, what do they call that? Like a disco ball? A literal disco ball. Excuse my coughing. Like a nobody talking. People just really do be talking the same shit. If it's a song about being fed up, meeting people in the club, nothing good happening in life, just an endless loop of drug people, why the beat feel like I go crazy in a club? Why the beat so good? No, there's nothing romantic because he's looking for love in all the wrong places. You do not find love in a club, especially a Korean one. If you know, you know. Oh, Colde. I don't know if I've ever heard Colde on a track like this. He has a great variety of songs, and maybe I just didn't listen to the right ones. But I like it. I mean, Colde got variety. You just gotta do a little dancey dance. And it definitely makes sense why it sort of has a song that could play like a club type of feel. I mean, like, or like where I could see a music video of it playing in like a club.
행복이란 뭘까 그토록 바래왔던 작은 평화 마음이 빛바랜 자들을 떠나 마침내 우리가 수놓은 별밤 꿈을 꾸던 눈을 감아 지그시 손을 잡아 손을 쫓는 사람들의 걸음은 곡선으로 흘러가는 걸 붙잡을 수는 없대도 We still love and hate the city, yeah.
I mean, I felt that. I felt that about Soul City. Shoot. But yeah, I really liked it. And I sort of like when songs like this are sort of capture like the feeling of like being in a club, and that's why I feel like for music video I would see like a club scenario, disco, I see the blue, the pink, the purple lights, I see the disco ball going crazy, you know what I mean? I see the people dancing, the people drinking and stuff like that. Yeah. I sorry, I got like a text message from a work group chat, and clearly I'm coughing a lot because I'm sick and that's why I'm not at work, but we still get it, we still turn it up to hectic in here. But yeah, I like that, and then how it sort of is like the song's about that moment too as well. I really like it. Also, like DPR Ian's Avalon is another good example of that, and I really love it. I think the song was great, and it's like I like the song how it's like you're meeting all the people, but it's the wrong scenario, you know what I mean? And I like it. I think the song was great. I think Colde's feature on it was wonderful and beautiful, and I just overall enjoyed it myself personally. Yeah, no, it was really good. I really liked it. And like it is like, again, I don't know if I've ever heard Colde on a song like this before. Like he's been on a lot, he's featured on a lot, and he has a lot of different types of songs in his discography, but I was just like, but it makes sense. I mean, the concept, I feel like it's very fitting for Colde, and I really liked it. I thought the song was great. It was funky. It's the one of those ones where it's like, it's kind of sad, but if you got a good beat to it, I will be busting out a dance. And I really liked it. This is another one of my favorites. Like, wow. Okay, Namjoon. Like, I really liked it as well. I don't know which one I like. Closer, Lonely, and Hectic so far have been my favorites. My most favorites, every song on here is absolutely wonderful and is a masterpiece within itself. But yes, now we're gonna get number 2 with Park Ji Yoon. I'm excited for this to be listening to this, and we're also getting the concepts for a lot of the songs are very much how we've not heard RM kind of like ever before, or at least in a hot second. So, but yes, this is the last one. Kind of sad. I'm kind of sad. I don't know what the last one gonna be. Because if you have Wildflower be the track that they did the music video for, which I guess it would technically be a title track on that, and it's towards the end of the album, like, you know what we do. And also listening to this like beginning to end, it's a really good album. It's really nice. So I'm just sorry, clear my notification. I'm excited to be checking this out. So yeah. Is it like picking yourself up kind of thing? Sir, you do not. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, who gives a fuck? Yeah, I think when he was younger he did. You know you always want your flowers, but... You will be forever you, so fuck everybody else, honestly. Yeah, you have done your best. I love this type of song to yourself. Don't worry about the past. It's in the past. Nobody cares. Oh, stop, what? You got yourself. Ain't nobody got you like you got you. another beautiful song. I love this. A beautiful album. We ain't looking back, we're looking towards the future, because the best is yet to come.
No looking back, no looking back.
You will protect yourself now. That was beautiful. That is a beautiful song to end on. I love that. I love this album so much. It's because again, when you think of Indigo, you think of like the blues, and it's not really like a warm color. It's on the opposite end of the color spectrum. Even for lighting, it's on the opposite side. So to get an album that feels so kind of filled with a lot of positivity is so interesting with that. But I guess it makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. And I loved it. I thought this album was absolutely amazing. It's a masterpiece. It's wonderful. I love it. It's different than I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like the last archive of his 20s, like he talks about. I kind of thought it'd be a lot more different. You know what I mean? And I was kind of thinking about something. Like when he's writing for BTS songs, he's writing about BTS, for BTS, to ARMYs a lot of the times. And this whole album feels like something for him. And I feel like that's so special, you know what I mean? That's so significant that so much of it feels like he's writing for him, talking to himself, or like doing all these other things. Like it's not meant for like everybody else, but it's so, with all of the work, you know, you can take it for your own interpretation for different moments in your life, you know what I mean? And I love that too as well, that like that, you know, clearly for him it's probably it's for him, you know what I mean? Which he hasn't really had a lot of opportunity to do with his life and with his songwriting in the past, you know what I mean? So I think it's beautiful that he has this moment for RM, for Kim Namjoon, you know what I mean? I think that's very significant, and I overall really loved it. I mean, this is a beautiful album, you know what I mean? And it truly is an artwork. It's a masterpiece, and I truly loved it. And to have this sort of be what he feels as like the wrap up of his 20s and what that was all about is beautiful as well. And I love how sort of positive feeling that it is, you know what I mean? And again, how some of the earlier tracks are much more of like a celebration of the life and of the fact and where he is now and where he's going, you know what I mean? And I think it was all just beautiful. Even like Closer, which isn't that happy of a song, Forgetful's not that happy of a song, Change isn't, Lonely isn't, Hectic isn't, but there's I don't know, even if it's not the happiest song, there was like happy beats with them, you know what I mean? And I really love it, and I feel like we really got RM, like in terms of all the colors of him, all the shades of blue that we got all the shades of blue here, you know what I mean? And I really see what he means by like when he was speaking about the album, how it's like he truly tried to find himself in the shadows, but now he's going towards the light and a lot more of a positive side. And I think that also makes sense for the album too as well. Like it's a lot more positive than I thought it was gonna be, just because, you know, of what, just because that's what I thought, that's what I was assuming, that's what I thought we was getting. But I really liked it, and you definitely see that here with he's not necessarily in those shadows anymore. You know what I mean? That that's what the album means, but like, or like for him, you know what I mean? So, and I think that he is showing us he's going towards the light, the lighter shades coming out of the water, and like first breath of fresh air. That's kind of what it feels like, you know what I mean? And I think it's so beautiful, and I love this album. I love it so much, you know what I mean? Like I think it means it's I don't know, it's so different than it's always gonna be. Like I'm trying to like like, you know what I mean? Like, so when something's kind of different, you're like, it may take a second to process it, but I really loved it. I think it's a wonderful album, especially coming from RM, and it feels like a solo album. You know what I mean? It feels like a solo album, while the other ones kind of felt like mixtapes, and I like that it feels like a solo album from him, and I thought it was wonderful and beautiful, and I can't wait to listen to the Weverse version of the album and get them crazy beats and get them vocals and get the extra crispiness that those give, and the physical version of it, because I love how, like, this one may not hit as hard as, say, Jack in the Box did with, like, I feel like with fans, yes, but how hard that one hit. But this one isn't meant to be hard hitting, you know what I mean? It's not. Change, yes, but it's not meant to be that sort of kind of, I don't know, like the way Jack in the Box felt like a punch in the face, like a Jack in the Box, literally. And this one, it feels much more of what he describes it, and it feels much more, even when he talks about water and he talks about like blue, it's much more of a calm sort of thing, you know what I mean? I mean, now my shirt's got linings, so you know what I mean, but there's a calmness to water, and there's like that stillness within it, and there's even with the color blue, there's like a calmness to it that is, it's like warm and comforting, but in like a different way. It's much more like, I think, a calming feeling, you know what I mean? And I feel like, well, I would call this album calm or tame, but like I think that's much more of like what the album sort of means. Like he's not out here trying to make this hard-hitting impact, you know what I mean? He's out here giving us Indigo, you know what I mean? And the only person that's gonna give us an album called Indigo with these types of songs of it is gonna be RM, and I thought it was beautiful. I really loved it. I love this album. It hits me in my soul, hits me in my feels. I feel like I kind of needed it too as well, because I don't know if I was expecting something a bit more sad, a bit more meek, you know what I mean? So I can wallow in my sadness. But I feel like I kind of needed this to have this positive outlook on life and a little bit of that celebration and the feelings that the album brings. I feel like I needed that in my life, because like what I think I wanted to wallow, because misery loves company, you know what I mean? And I feel like maybe I wanted to fall into that a little bit more, but I feel like this is bringing me up out of the water and giving me a breath of fresh air and sort of reminding me, you know, what life is about, you know what I mean? So I love that. I love that he did that for me. It's so interesting how sometimes the release of some of their music is so perfectly timed with like your own life and your own events, and I love that now I have this piece of work, you know, to sort of, you know, I guess have this perspective on like life and stuff like that. So I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it's a really good album. I think it's really good and stuff, and it may not get like again, it's not like the craziest thing. It's not the most revolutionary beats. It's not the most different feeling thing that like wasn't expecting from him, but like but I still think it's perfect. It's perfect for him. It's perfect for what he's doing. It's perfect for where he is in life. And I hope he chases his dreams to the fullest. Hope he finds love, falls in love, and he lives a happy rest of his life. Because his 20s weren't necessarily all filled with that. But anyways, go and put your thoughts in the comments down below. What you thought about RM's Indigo, the whole album, because this was part 3. I don't even know what my favorites were. The last half, like, it's so good. I don't know what is. I don't know what it, like, because they're just, it still might be closer, but also lonely. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of goodness in there. There's a lot of goodness in this album. I can't pick a personal favorite, but go to put your thoughts in the comments down below what you thought about the whole album Indigo. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or screenshot down below at the end screen. Share this video with your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.